Hi everyone, Louise Camilleri here with Elsie Natural Healthy Beauty, and today we're going to talk about how to keep your heart healthy with Ayurveda, especially because this is February, this is Heart Month, this is the month of Valentine's Day, which is why I'm standing in front of this funky tree. I'll explain that later. But first I want to talk about the blog I wrote previous to this video, explaining how easy it is with Ayurveda to take care of your heart. A lot of people ask me Ayurveda, they think ancient medicines, way too hard over my head. It's not. It's very, very easy to apply these principles to your life. And I'm going to show you how. There are 4 simple steps that I use to maintain a heart-healthy Ayurvedic lifestyle. And if you refer to the blog, you'll see that I talk about breathing, eating, sleeping, and moving. That's it. 4 easy principles, 4 easy acts, I call them. The first one is breathing. Now, we all think, okay, breathing, big deal. How is that Ayurvedic? What kind of science is that? The difference is we breathe every day. We all breathe in and out, take no notice of it. But conscious breathing is what changes this act and makes it healthy for your lifestyle. And by breathing, I mean inhaling through the nose for a simple count of 5, holding it for a moment, and then exhaling through the mouth for a count of 5. That's it. That's the breathing. That's the Ayurvedic breathing that can heal your heart and keep you very healthy. It decreases stress levels. It oxygenates the blood, oxygenates the brain, gives you more energy, makes you more active and feel more alive. So we'll do it together. I'll do it with you. So let's inhale through the nose for a count of 5. We'll hold it for 2 seconds. Then we'll exhale through the mouth. And you do that for a cycle of 3, and Bob's your uncle for the day. Okay, here we go. Inhaling through the nose for a count of 5. And hold, hold, and exhale through the mouth. That's it. Feel better already. Okay, so that's breathing. The next principle is eating. Now, that's a little more difficult because we all have our problems with diets and our eating regimens, our schedules. We're always on the go so much we have no time to sit down and consciously eat. Well, the first step with that is choosing what to eat. Now, of course, you have to go according to what you like, your body type, so to speak, your metabolism. But as a general rule, try to eat foods that have color, that have some spice and flavor, and that you can eat in small batches through the day. Now, eating a ginormous meal at one time, stretching out your stomach, isn't the best way to go, especially if you're on the go. So smaller bits, even smaller snacks. If you start with that, if you say, okay, I can't do a major food change, but I'm just going to change my snacking. I'm going to grab a handful of blanched almonds or some walnuts or some pecans or something very simple, or some fruit, something simple instead of the candy, instead of the deep fried, which satisfies you for the moment because oils fill you up. But then what are you left with? The leftovers of all that, so to speak, inside, the uneasy digestion, the gases that may come out throughout the day in the wrong place, wrong time, and the heaviness, the bloating, all that comes from not digesting properly. So if you think of eating foods that digest simply, easily, fruits, vegetables, light porridges, oats, things like that, that have a lot of fiber, which will fill you up in a proper way, and also nourish your body, your skin, that's a good way to eat. And if you notice in the blog, I mentioned a spice called turmeric. That is a fabulous spice. You should look up, research a little bit. Beautiful for the skin, beautiful for digestion. It's a spice that is readily used in Ayurvedic recipes, all sorts of cuisine with curries and so on. Fabulous, fabulous spice. And you can also take it with capsules. You can find it in the health food stores in capsule form. So very easy to take as well. Okay, so that's breathing, that's eating, sleep. Another hard one, especially if you have any type of shift work, if you have children, and if you just have a life where you're busy and on the go, very hard to sleep. But here's my solution for that. Not very Ayurvedic, but in this day and age with technology, it helps. Look for a smartphone app that is called either bedtime or a sleeping app, which will give you, it clocks for you an 8-hour schedule. So 8 hours and you can have your 8 hours sleep. Now I've tried this and I absolutely loved it. It gave me a little notification, a little bell, 15 minutes before my chosen time. So I chose 10:30 because I wake up at 6:30 to wake my child up for school. So at 10:15, I got a notification saying 15 minutes before bedtime. I was able to settle myself down, do all my nightly routine, and then by 10:30, I was in bed. Then it wakes me up at 6:30, 8 hours later, and it was fabulous. It began to feel like it was more time than I even needed. And that took a little bit, it took about a week for me to suddenly go, wow, this 8 hours feels like a lot. When you're not getting sleep, you feel like you're never getting enough. When you get a beautiful 8-hour chunk of sleep, it feels like more than you need. So that was wonderful. Now, according to Ayurvedic principles, they talk about wearing comfortable clothing, having your room tempered appropriately, also cutting out any technology or electronic influences at night, maybe reading a book instead of reading a Kindle or an iPhone or any type of smartphone. But all that aids in getting your consciousness ready for sleep. I am going to bed. I am settling down. Here I go. And you do any type of deep breathing, like the breathing we did just now, maybe leave your third cycle for just before bedtime. That's an Ayurvedic way to get yourself some proper sleep time. The last one is moving. This is my favorite. It doesn't have to be a major exercise regime at a gym that's costly. It really is just moving your body. Standing up, sitting down, walking up a flight of stairs, walking in place, stretching in the day, consciously moving, standing up in the middle of the day. If you're sitting at a desk all day, just to stretch the hamstrings, just to make the circulation move. Stand up, reach up, bend down, and come back to center, and you've moved. And that's more than some people do, because you think you have to go to a gym and do some high-end physical routine. Some people do, and most of us don't. But here's my favorite. When I clean, I put on music and I just dance like nobody's watching. It makes my cleaning time go much faster, and I enjoy myself, and I move, and I breathe, and I actually crack a sweat. So it goes a little something like this. Okay, I did it. I was dancing like nobody's watching, and truly, I do that in the house. That's my little routine. I have my son make me a mixtape of all my favorite tunes, and that's how I get my movement in the day. You'd be surprised at how good movement is for digestion as well. So after you've eaten well, you've slept, you're walking around the day doing your thing. When you move, you actually get your heart pumping. It lubricates your system. Lubricating the colon helps toxins. That's the biggest holder of toxins we have, the colon. But it helps all the excess move its way down. So you get that funky stuff going out of your system. Toxins leave your body. Great for your health, your physical being, and great for your skin as well. All right, so that's movement. Now, I want to talk about the final point that I put into my blog, and that was just about heart health. What's good for the heart, the best thing for the heart is actual love. Love what you do, love who you are, love what you see in the mirror, love who you're around with, love what you eat, love. It's very important for heart health. Now, that brings us to this lovely object behind me, because I made this with love for my family. This was our holiday tree, but now it's being coined as our festive family tree, because we're going to keep it up for the entire year, and we are going to decorate it with any type of holiday, celebration, birthday, anniversary event that comes up throughout the year. This is what brings me joy. And I actually put it out on an Instagram shot, and I put hashtag find your joy. That was my joy. That was my love. I loved doing it. It was a craft I did with my smallest son, and we got to move, bend, twist, and turn as we were crafting and putting all this together. And every time I see it, I love it. And my heart fills with love. My heart fills with joy. And that to me is also very Ayurvedic, because it was conscious. It was a conscious effort to bring joy to my life, to bring joy to my family, and fill our house with love. And it's going to be filled with love for the entire year. So I just think it's not as hard as it is made out to be. Living a good lifestyle with some principles that you might find. Ayurveda might not be the principle for you that you want to follow, but follow something. Follow what makes you feel good. But this is what I'm bringing to you as you follow Femme Naturale at 50. This is what we're going to keep doing, looking for fun things to do and some fun little tidbits of information, some tips and tricks. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, go to the blog to read about how to keep your heart healthy with some Ayurvedic principles. And then if you want more videos, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, comment below, send me an email with what brings you joy and how you keep yourself heart healthy, happy, joyful throughout the year. Okay, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.